The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you join me from. Thank y'all so much for stopping by the live stream again. I really appreciate it. Shout out to the NTZ crew. I don't know if Michael Beat Your Life's going to be on here today. Jacob Tanjay, I'm sure is going to be on here. Shout out to all my old heads. Oh, there's the Beat Your Life. I know Jeffrey Tatter's on here. There's Elliot Makata. There's Jeffrey, man. I thank y'all for all y'all support. Link 1111. Any new viewers and subscribers, I see this Don Horn in Barangan. Thank y'all for stopping by. Welcome. I hope y'all get something out of this today. And anybody watching on replay, we always have a topic. He says, I have a feeling this is a clickbait title to draw us into Calvin's live. No, I don't do clickbait, guys. He must be new. I don't do clickbait. I mean, that's for chumps. You know, what we're talking about today really is bye, bitch. There's more fish in the sea. I'm going to look at it from a lot of different ways. Goodbye, West. Leaving the West for good, coming to the East. Or I'm through dealing with those modern women over there. Now we're dealing with women over here in Southeast Asia. You know, it could be a whole lot of things. It could be Booby says hi. Say hello, Boo. She's getting ready to go to the Christmas party. But anybody that thinks I do clickbait, come on, it's over. I got 1,500 videos, man. The peso is 55.75. It's creeping back up. And I'm glad. But anytime it's over 50, I won't panic. I forgot to mention the other day about that big fire over in Lapu-Lapu City. And I'm sending out my condolences, man, because I'm going to tell you something. Fire is nothing to play with over here. I learned that in 2009. A lot of fires over here, especially when the summer starts. But whenever you hear a fire alarm over here, take it serious. Just like the other night when we were in Dumageddon in the hotel, the fire alarm goes off at 2 o'clock, man. Wakes me out of a dead sleep. And we didn't have a choice but to evacuate. It was a false alarm. Somebody was smoking. But whenever you're over here for any future trips and you hear that fire alarm, man, you better get out of there. Fire's nothing to play with over here. Something else I want to talk about, man. It's this disturbing trend of videos going around bashing the Philippines and discouraging people from coming over here. It's not just the Philippines, truth, and all this stuff. It's regular vloggers, man. I saw an older guy, and I don't come to the Philippines, but they're already in America, sitting in air conditioning and stuff like that. I don't care what you hear about the Philippines, good, bad, indifferent. Come over here and make the decision for yourself. Don't listen to that stuff. Now, that's clickbait. What's up, I Love LaChai? Gerald Wilkins. There you go, Angelo. But yeah, man, get boots on the ground. Don't let anybody discourage you from coming over here. Then that way you can know for yourself. Then once you come over here and go back home, you'll know what YouTube channels to watch. You'll know which ones to watch. You'll quit watching that foolishness. But also, of course, people get angry about my short that I took off my last live stream when the guy was putting down the bar girl, and I said, well, hell, we're all getting pimped, really. And they missed the point. And I get tired of trying to explain myself. If you think that you're above a bar girl, or what makes a good job anyway? Isn't a job a job, as long as it pays the bills? We get into this morality stuff, and that's when the train goes off the track. The guy says, oh, honest day's work. Well, to those women, that's an honest day's work. But I'm talking about the basic principle of selling our time and our bodies for money. That's what we're doing. That's exactly what you're doing. The same thing the bar girl is doing. When you go to that interview, you're selling yourself to your future employer about the type of person you are, how productive you're going to be, you're the right person for the job. And then they say, okay, yay or nay. And then if they offer you the position, they're going to give you a list of requirements, what they're going to expect from you. And then they're going to say, okay, here's what we're going to pay you. It's not a whole lot of difference. What's up, the real Will Davis said, Cal, what's up, buddy? I'm headed back to the Philippines in February. It's way too expensive here in the U.S. See, that could be part of the reason for the title. Because I'm going to tell you something. Most of the time, whatever my title is, we don't stay on it but for 5 minutes, and then it's on to the women. Okay? That's what we always do. Hey, what's up, Jack? I forgot. You are moving, man. That time went quick. They met us in Dumaguete, and he said, yeah, we're moving to Bohol in December. And I was like, well, hell, that's a long time. That was in October, Jack. Now December's here already. Now, where are you going to, Pang Lao? He said, I enjoyed the push button short. Well, you know, YouTube, they're encouraging you to do shorts. So I just take some sound bites really out of my live streams. I could do that forever. I got to go with what they say to try to turn this thing around, man. Try to get the ship back on the right track, because YouTube is chopping off heads. But another thing is, I wanted to ask is, what is the problem of the Western man? If you look on my YouTube feed, it's nothing but men complaining about how we're being treated, or we're not getting what we expect, or what we think we should get. What is the problem? But not only that, but what is the solution? Because we get stuck on the problem. We ain't trying to find out what the solution is. Is the problem the woman for real? Or the women? King Arthur, thank you for that super chat. He said, thanks to the bar girls, it got a lot of us military guys over the hump, truth be told. That's right. They have customers. That would be a hypocrite, but he's saying he's better than a bar girl. Well, what makes us better than a bar girl? That's subjective. That's because you come from a place where they say, oh, that's immoral. Well, it's immoral to cheat on your time clock or your taxes, or if you're going 10 miles over the speed limit. Oh, I said, good evening from Brooklyn. Next month, I'm coming to the Philippines. Come on, man. You know, and that way you can judge for yourself. He said, yeah, Calvin Pang Lao. Almost exactly in the middle of Pang Lao Island. I was just talking to a guy face to face, and he's coming to Cebu, but he likes to do scuba diving. And I said, well, hell, come on here, come into Cebu, catch the ferry, the ocean jet to Pang Lao Bohol, and they've got 3, 4, 5 diving centers right on the Pang Lao, on what's the name of that beach in Pang Lao? What's going on? Happy Man 6920. He says, hey, Shine, 53 Shades is doing a great job on his channel. It kind of reminds me of you, but You do what you do best. Hope you don't give up your channel. Yeah, he's a good guy. I met him. He came to one of our meet and greets, him and his girlfriend. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a positive guy. And, he knows how to treat people, man. He treats people with respect. He's giving back. Your bar girl equals survival equals a job. I mean, money's money. Does it matter? Remember, I was talking about the fancy titles we give you, so that makes you think you're better than somebody else. So you're telling me the CEO is better than the janitor? I say not. I say they're both just as important to the company. It's just where we get off in society with all these titles and stuff. Yeah, Alona Beach. Thank you. Chocolate Man Mike, Philippines experience. Tamita Man says the media pushes materialism and selfishness, and of course it's mostly women that fall for it. Is that what the problem is? Hell, these men you go on YouTube, man, all you see is these guys, all these gold chains and big cars and big houses and everything. And then this passport movement is pushing women as the prize. Is that what it is? Is that the only problem? Because one of my friends, Vince Lawson, he says, men have everything over there but a woman. Then they come over here and lose everything because of a woman. Is that the problem? So what's the solution? We need more good women over there? Or is it whoever I'm talking to? If I talk to a happy man over there, he's not going to say the women are the problem. What's up, Cully? Slayer says, Cal, do you do scuba diving? Not yet. But that's something we plan on doing. Jack Wolfinger said, Cal, congrats to your daughter on her graduation achievement success. Yes, I'm real proud of her. But she's going back to school. CEO of Green Heart Investment Fund says, of course, the CEO is better according to societal rules. You're talking about morality, which are God's rules. Yeah, see, that's all I'm talking about. We get caught up in this morality, but it's like, it's too hypocritical. Okay, you got the good job. The CEO has a good job, but then he's the one patronizing the bar girl. Michael Miller says, plus, actually the cost of living, $100,000 a year, but they aren't paying that. It cascades from that. But what is the solution, though, I'm saying? Is there a solution? Is it just bailing out? Because some guys who are against the passport movement, they're saying we're selling out. Now, I lived in America for 55 years. See, that's where you have to take that I don't give a damn button and punch it. I don't give a damn what you think. I got to live my life. He says, what do you think about me building a house for my girlfriend in the Philippines? We have one child together. Well, you actually be building it for your child. Because even though your child is going to be a U.S. citizen or British citizen or whatever nationality you are, she's going to grow up here. And she's going to need a place to live. Or if you got plans to eventually bring them over to your country, you may want to rent. But I would say, Bill, man, you don't know the good, how much good you're doing just to build a place where your daughter will have somewhere to come to after school and watch television on Saturdays and eat a hot meal. Every day I see Booby running around her, and even our other two kids relaxing on the couch. Man, the $20,000 was worth it. But you get guys in here and they talk about, because that's what they always bash me over. Oh, you're crazy for building a house in a place where you can't own the land. That's what they always say. They fail to realize that I've got a daughter here, man. I built a house for my daughter and her family. And it's my money, but because I look at it like this. If you don't have any financial responsibility for a woman, if you're not married to her, you don't have any children, why would you build a house then? Then you would be stupid. Then I would question your sanity. What's up, Mike? He says, whatever you're looking for, you'll find it in the Philippines. Beware what you wish for. Yeah, thankfully, great for your channel, YouTube, Uncle Cal and Sunshine Shoulders, the Do It Big Party Zone. What's up, Mr. Passport King? He said, I've taken an ocean jet from Bacolod and enjoyed both places. Yeah, going to Ilo, you mean? Go get a cab. You go to scuba diving route, take certification real seriously, and always dive with 2 regulators. Redundancy is key. Yeah. When we were renting that apartment in Sikiho Island, there was a dive center there, and the guy, he had a real good dive center. He stayed pretty busy. King Arthur says, a good, honest bar girl with a good attitude or Big Shirley with a bad attitude. I'm glad you brought this up because I see where, and I got to give credit where credit's due. He did I think it was like a round table discussion. Richie Mack from Zoom to Thailand, and he said, the sisters are following us to paradise, right? And he's talking about, black women showing up in Thailand. Guys, listen, I got to pat myself on the back. Y'all know that I talked about this last year. I should have made a video about it, but I never got around to doing it. Because I said one of the biggest advantages the Philippines has over Thailand, pun intended, is that they don't have Big Shirley over here. Big Shirley is in Thailand. And if you don't believe me, ask my buddy Derek Casanara. He's got a Facebook group called Brothers and Sisters in Thailand. And I asked the question. I mean, man, it got so ugly that he took it down. I just asked the question, why are so many black women going to Thailand? I mean, I wasn't trying to be facetious or mean or anything. I just wanted to know because every time I look on his page, black women are going to Thailand, but they're not coming here. They're not going anywhere else. I wanted to know why. Was I missing something? But he made a video out of it, went viral. Now he's coming up with part 2. But I always ask that question. I already asked that question. I noticed that a long time ago. Come on, man. How did y'all let this guy right here? But yeah, I have to tip my hat to him. He made a video about it, which I never got around to it, but because that was going to be the video. Big Shirley goes to Thailand. Because remember I was talking about, with Jimmy Stewart, what was the name of that? Y'all remember that live stream? I was saying something goes to Washington. He says, have I ever been to Vietnam? He said, I love the Philippines, but the name was amazing, insanely cheap, and the life is so relaxed in the name. I've never been. A couple of my followers and subscribers have been. And they say, they like it there, but they seem to like the Philippines better. They say, yeah, the guy said Coach J, Trio, 3 from Bardstown, Kentucky. He said, Cal, honestly, I could eat good food over there for $5 per day. Yeah, I got him out of there. RS says, my ex threatens to blacklist me only because I stopped supporting her. Plans to make up stories. What hurts the most is I was only good to her. I left because she's a scammer. No space for more info. Yeah, over here. Yeah, you've got to. I mean, if you don't have any children with her or you're not married, I mean, why would you continue to support her? But remember, guys, I've talked about this stuff all the time. That's their number one threat, to have you blacklisted and deported. Now, you know, it doesn't, it's lost esteem with me, whether it's a woman or whether it's a trolls. Okay, I just go somewhere else. Okay. He says, selling out. Don't make me laugh. Nobody cares about you here. You got to look out for number one, brother. I know. I mean, I'm just saying that we don't seem to be able to have a conversation. Everybody wants to argue. I mean, I don't care what you say. You can say anything, and people are going to argue with you. I'm like, you guys are miserable over that. He said, at least you own the house, unlike them. Yeah, I mean, I think it was a great investment. Because some guys, one guy came over here, and he's probably watching now. He spent the same amount of money, 1 million pesos, in 1 month, partying and having a good time as I did on this house. Hey, Otis Allen, thank you for that super sticker. But you're right. It's over 7,000 islands. About 2,000 is inhabited. You can find what you want here if you take your time. Eventually you are. You haven't scratched the surface over here. He said the solution is taking your Pinay wife with you who don't like to live in the U.S. Well, you know, I was 55 when I left. I just wanted to see another part of the world. I'd seen enough of America. I got tired of the way I was being treated over there. But to each his own. Some guys, they aren't retired. They have to make that decision to bring the woman over there. But for me, there's no blueprint. But then I made a video. I talked about that. You know, when you take your woman over there, I don't care how much she loves you, man. They're going to disrespect her. When she goes to the store, when she goes to work, anytime you're not around, who wants to put their woman through that? And if she says it's not happening, she's lying. What time is it, Travels? Thanks for that super chat. He said, Cal, be in Cebu in March. I hope you're back from the States. I want to meet you and then Thailand. I'm trying not to bring sand to the beach. Okay, now, are you going to bring your wife with you to Thailand or your girlfriend? Look at this. Dude, I got millions and millions and millions of views. I don't need the clickbait. You're nothing but a hater. Get off of here. My desperate clickbait. People are crazy, I tell you. This is what I run into. But see, I don't give a damn. Remember, I made the video yesterday. I don't give a damn. You know, nothing outside of me is going to dictate my action. Timothy Bright, thanks for that super chat. He said, passing the collection plate before the benediction. Yeah, let's kind of get into the topic now. Buy a Bish, or buy a bitch. There's more fish in the sea. And we're going to look at it from a few different angles. Number one is, let's look at it from the basic thing, okay? There's no better place in the world to have your heart broken than the Philippines. If a woman wants to pack up and leave, let her go, because there's 10,000 other women over here, literally, that are going to help you mend your heart. I've never been to a place with so many available women, ready, willing, and able, to give a guy like me a chance, a regular guy like me a chance. So I've never had a problem with breaking up with a woman over here because I know there's 9,999 more waiting. Hey, Elad. Yeah, I know, because see, that's how they want to do. They like bad news. They don't like good news. That's why all these channels, remember I said there's a disturbing trend of videos going around discouraging people from visiting the Philippines, because when they see those titles like that, but see, I don't clickbait. They click on it. Everybody likes bad news for some reason. That's why the news cycle over there is so prominent. I mean, I try my best to help guys and give them the real, what it's really going to be like over here. Because it doesn't matter what my title is. The topics, the conversation eventually going to go to women anyway. So what difference does it make? But that's what they want. Well, women are really, really easy to replace anywhere. But it's so much better here because of the availability. It's not like at home. Yeah, but see, that's the whole point. That's the whole point, brother, right here. Yeah, and they speak good English here. He said, Danny says, hey, Cal, I see that everyone that ganged up on you in the past turned on each other. Yeah, more power to you. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, eventually good outweighs the evil anyhow. Yeah, but see, that's not the point. If you were to watch the video, see, this is why people say, oh, it's clickbait. Because they never listen to the video. They go on the title only. I'd say, believe it or not, 80% of the people commenting on these videos, no matter what video it is, they never even watch the video, man. If they did, we wouldn't have a problem. If they just watch the video, even some of my subscribers and followers from day one, the other day it was a simple topic. I said, we may have to sell the house. She wants me off YouTube. They're commenting here. And I said, look, man, did you watch the video? He said, no, and I want to apologize. I got to be honest. I didn't. I said, well, if you did, you would have seen what I was saying. I said exactly what was in the title. If you want me off YouTube, I'm going to have to sell this house because I didn't come over here to struggle. And don't think that I won't sell this house. It's just brick and mortar. I'll build another one. But I'll sell it before I'll be over here on the street with a damn sign begging you guys. Because like the guy said, they looking for you to fall so they can make videos about you, put you on Facebook and all of that. Y'all don't know me, man. I'm a survivor, man. I'm a grunt. I'm going to make it. But that was the crux of that video. Okay, I'll get off of YouTube, sell this house, and put the money back in my pocket. Same money that built the house. It's that simple. Was no clickbait. Hey, Ricky Jones, thank you, brother. Blessed for Success said that was a great video you made the other day. Which one? About not giving a damn? That's real life stuff, guys. You got to stop giving a damn, because imagine if I gave a damn. Do you think I would still be on YouTube? I wouldn't. They'd have got to me a long time ago, but you can't get to me. I'm bulletproof when it comes to what you think about me or what you say about me. Hey, C Money 27, thanks for that super chat. He said returning in March in the Philippines, amazing. It's been amazing for me. But if you're gonna have your heart broken, guys, this is the place to have it broken. Because there's another beautiful, young, attractive woman waiting to help you mend your heart. It's not like that in America. You're going to go through hell, and then she's going to put it in your face, especially if she rebounds before you do. You know, Merlin doesn't really have a problem. Okay, Merlin came to me and said, you know, it's like I don't have a private life. Okay. But she didn't give me an ultimatum. But I'm hearing her. I can hear that. But the real problem Marilyn has with my YouTube channel is the comments. People attacking me. And I say, stay out of the comments. Let me handle it. I know a fool when I see one. She don't. These guys aren't watching these videos. They're just attacking me. Hey, thank you, man. You know, I always say a long time ago, you guys, this is your channel, not mine. Without you, I'm nothing. None of these vloggers would be anything. That's why I don't understand that they don't want to deal with you. They don't want you to come around. They don't want you over their house. They don't want you. They want to keep you at arm's length, but you're the one who's making them. Okay, yeah, the one about not giving a damn. I don't know what I'm going to talk about on a day-to-day basis. I just get up in the morning and something will come across. I'll snatch something out of the ether, man. See? Because I believe in universal law, whether you guys believe in it or not. It makes a whole lot more sense to me than some man up there with a beard looking down on everything I do. Because universal law, if you obey it, you're going to benefit no matter who you are. No matter what race you are, whether you went to school or not, whether you got a PhD, it doesn't matter. And if you violate it, you're going to be punished no matter what. See, that's fair to me. It's not somebody giving favor. If you see those electric lines out there, universal law is making electricity serve us. But if you violate the laws of that electricity out there, it's going to fry you. Don't matter who you are. Doesn't matter how much money you got. Isn't that much more appealing to you than thinking some man is up there watching you and he's going to show favor, by the way? Because a lot of you guys, all that praying and all that nonsense that you're talking, and you broke. It's like, if I'm going to have a conscious contact with the Almighty, I mean, you actually in contact with the Almighty. Your life should be a whole lot better than it is. That's all I'm saying. But I say what I say, you know. I'm not in America. You can't cancel me over here. There's no cancel culture over here. I was going to say it when I lived over there. There is free speech. This isn't nothing hateful about what I'm saying. You guys are afraid to say what's on your mind. How is anybody going to know what you're thinking then? I'm not a mind reader. King B. Stacker, what's up, brother? He said, hello, Cal. Everyone in the chat said, I'm closing on my property next week. Hopefully I can get back to the Philippines within the month. Hopefully I don't have to wait until January or February. I know your situation. I know you can't wait to get back over here. I met King B. Stacker. He's the real deal. He's got a nice looking woman, man, you know, but once you come over here and meet him, then you got to go back and start that old long distance thing, man. It's torture. I wouldn't try to do it. Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. What are y'all talking about? Go watch the video. I'm not selling the house. Come here, booby. Come here. This is why I built the house. Okay. It wasn't for me. I could have rented for the rest of the time I was over here. But my daughter's she's going to grow up here. She's a U.S. citizen, but she's going to grow up here. She needs a place to stay. You don't think, hell, I spent $20,000 smoking crack. Let me be honest. I spent a whole lot of money smoking crack. And then I have to turn around and build a nice house with a big lot now, built a guest house over there. Hell, that's the best $20,000 I ever spent. It didn't go in the dope man's pocket. Hey, Jason Anderson, thanks for that super chat. He said, I totally agree with the title. I've learned the hard way, never give up your livelihood or happiness for another person. Oftentimes, the person you gave it up for will forget it soon after. Shut the door, honey, the air's on. Well, you don't do anything, really, because of somebody else. Unless it's your children, and they're young enough so they can't do anything for themselves. I told you I'm not going to let anything outside of me dictate my life anymore. I'm not going to do it. You know, I just got to deal with the consequences. Hey.
So that we can go now.
Yeah, you're not going to. It's not a whole lot that you can do for $20,000 in America. I don't believe you can even build a bathroom addition for $20,000, let alone a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house, a real house, ladies and gentlemen. That's the whole appeal of getting out of the matrix. Don't you want your money to go further? You've been working hard.
That's for the eyes, movie. That's not for the face. Don't touch.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to put the guest house on Airbnb, but for my subscribers, they can stay for free. They can get the first 2 nights for free. And, you know, guy says, well, why won't you just let it all be free? Because I know y'all. Y'all take advantage. Y'all stay there forever. I have to get a court order to get you out of there. So you have to keep an honest man honest. He said, how's Moonshine's family? She's moved on. She's moved on, Mike. She's got another man. She's happy. Hey, California World Travel. He said, hello, Calvin. Once a person travels overseas, they won't ever be the same. It's true. Because when I'm saying bye, bitch, there's more fish in the sea. I'm talking about the United States. You know, because everybody seems to think there's no better place to live. Well, if you're over there is no better place to live. If you're happy over there. But I had to get away from that, man. You know, I wasn't being treated like a man. I'm treated like a man over here. I'm given the respect of a man. If I do everything that a man is supposed to do, then treat me like a man. Over there, I'm treated like a boy. Man, my ex-wife used to talk to me like I was a boy, like I was a child, like I was one of our children, man. And after a while, you just get tired of that, man. I'm not dealing with that. You know, and she's a good woman, but that's just the culture over there. Yeah, he said, let me read, says, in the USA, you'd have to live off grid and build it yourself to have a 1-room tiny home, yeah, for 20 grand. Probably something like the guest house that I spent about $5,500 to build it. See, me and Merlin, man, we're putting together a business plan right now, guys. We're gonna start building small houses and selling them. That's right, Roger. They treat me like a little boy over there. Everybody does. I'm a damn man. I come over here, man, it was so strange. I was so skeptical because everybody was treating me with so much respect. I'm like, well, what do they want? They don't want nothing. It's part of the culture. You the man, okay, long as you doing what you're supposed to do and being responsible for what you're supposed to be responsible for, you got the title of man over here. But over there, it doesn't matter. You can't do enough. I couldn't do enough. I'm going to keep it on me. I couldn't do enough over there. The last good man in Jersey says, men are visiting the Philippines to get what American women have forgotten how to give appreciation. Yeah, see, that's all we want. That's all we want, man. And then you come over here, and they're going to appreciate you. They're going to appreciate what you can do. Because over here, women need a man. A man is still important over here. Because if you don't have a man over here, you're going to struggle. That's just the circumstances over here. I'm not putting women down. They're not less than, but you really need a man in the household over here. It's not like they're working, at $30, $35, $40 an hour. And that makes the women over there think they don't need you. But money can't put their arms around you and comfort you when you need comforting. This is what we done lost track of over there. It's all about money. That's why the guy gets on here and puts down the bar girl. You in the West, man. Over here is something totally different. I told you the guy, NJ Tours in Cebu, John, he told y'all, he said, y'all look at them as prostitutes. We don't. We know that that's what they have to do to take care of their families. And you come over and disrespect the bar girl, they'll have your ass over here. We're bringing our morals and that moral code from over there, which is so turned upside down, so hypocritical. We bring it over here, man. People don't want to hear that. They're struggling over here. They're starving. And you're not going to feed them. You're not going to take care of them, but you're going to sit back and talk about it. You're getting pimped too. We all are. We're all getting prostituted by that system over there. You don't want to look at it like that, but what else is it? They pay you $20 an hour, and you're producing millions of product for them every year, and you're getting $20 an hour? You're being pimped. You're selling yourself. You're selling your body. You're selling your time. You're really selling your soul, because once you get to the point where you got married, you got children, you got a mortgage, you can't quit that job. Hell, the bar girl can get off her back at any time and go get a regular job. You can't. Hey, Jay's Philippines says, Valley Station, Kentucky here, living in Dumaguete, Jay's Philippines. Good work getting my personality out there like you. Yeah, I know exactly where you live. The Valley Vikings, isn't it? Yeah, he said the biggest thing USA has lost are the concepts of duty and discipline, completely out of the American lexicon. If you have self-discipline, which most successful people do, you're going to succeed no matter where you are. Self-discipline is just giving yourself instructions and then following those instructions. It takes self-discipline to eat a proper diet, to work out. Discipline, anybody can have discipline if somebody's got their foot on your damn neck, like that job. You got to come there. They're going to fire you. Passport X says, over here, your own woman will call the police on you and put your life in jeopardy. See, there used to be an old frivolous threat over there. Now it's a life and death situation. I remember my wife used to say, I'll call the police on you. Just joking, right? But now, like he says, it's a life and death situation. They don't do that stuff over here. Believe it or not, they've got levels to justice over here long before you get to the police. Of course, unless it's murder or something. But domestic, it's going to the barangay captain first before it ever gets to the police. unless it's adultery, then it's going straight to the police. And they were talking about that on my channel the other day. I'm like, you're not in America, man. Everything doesn't work the same. Craig Anthony, thank you, brother, for that super sticker. Jabraz, thank you for that super chat. He says, the real nitty gritty, I'm back in April. Man, I tell you. Leaving here, once you come here, man, and then you have to go back, it's torture, man. And then they treat you the way that they treat you over here. You get used to that. And then all of a sudden you got to turn around and go back. And now all of a sudden, the minute you get in immigration, you got these women over there screaming and hollering at you. Big Sally's and Big Shirley's over there. Like you a little boy or something. Move over here, get your luggage and move this way and all that. I'm like, man, I'm ready to get back on the plane and come back over here. Don Ridgeway, that's my homeboy too. He said, I used to live out in Valley Station back in the late 90s. Why Dixie Highway? I mean, Dixie Highway is 24 hours. It's always traffic on Dixie. Cedric Giles says Aretha Franklin sang R-E-S-P-E-C-T, which became an anthem for women in the late 60s and early 70s. They got it now. They got it. Now in the 2000s, average men are feeling disrespected and disregarded. We certainly aren't appreciated in a lot of circles over there. No matter what you do, it's not enough. So you say, well, what? So I left. People say, well, do something about it then, okay? Because I'm one of those guys, look, don't complain unless you're going to do something about it. And I did. And no matter what you do, there's always going to be people in your ear one way or the other. Are you a sellout? They calling me a sellout now because you over there struggling. You know, you got the passport bros, then you got the no passport bros. These are the ones they hate on you more than women. Hey, C Money 27, thanks for that super chat. He says, as a 34-year-old black man, I feel lost in the USA, but in the Philippines, I felt like a king. It's because the culture's still intact over here. It's not all crazy. You remember on the short I made, I can literally put on a wig today and call myself a woman over there. And I got the government backing me, man. You better not call me a man. And I'm just saying, guys, that's some crazy thinking going on over there. Hey, Mojave Desert, Sonoran Desert. Thanks for that super sticker. I mean, it's literally like that. So if so a lot of the guys, that's what they've done over there. They said, well, men are being treated like women. I might as well be a woman. They put on a damn wig and high heels. So that's going to the extreme. I'm not going to do it. Yeah, he said, passport boy. Now, there's no passport. They can't leave, or they're afraid to leave, or they tied down over there. So you got that flexibility to leave, and they don't like you for it. I see where they turning on the young dude. What's his name? The passport bro over here. What's his name? It's going to all these Austin. I'm like, come on, man, leave that man alone. Y'all just jealous of him. Young man traveling all over the world. And now all of a sudden they're making videos about him, putting him down. I'm like, guys, y'all only wish y'all could be him. Instead of cheering him on, instead of him being an example that you should follow, you're nitpicking him now. Oh, he's out there buying it. It all costs over here. You come overseas, you're paying for it. It's the unspoken agreement. You're going to spend all the money because she don't have any money. She got everything else, but she don't have any money. If she wants a lollipop, you got to buy it. And a woman over here is your greatest expense. So if you're talking about budgets, you better budget for the woman. If not, your budget it's not going to work. You might as well throw it out the window because you got a budget for stuff that you don't You didn't come over here to budget for it. You didn't have it in your budget. You didn't have booty liners in your damn budget, pads and all kinds of stuff, bras and panties. And she got to eat too. When you go to the resort, you got to pay for two people. You catch the plane to Angeles City, you got to buy 2 airplane tickets. It's expensive, man, but it's not as expensive as it is over there. And at least she's doing her part of the unspoken agreement. See, you're going to get treated like a king. If I got up right now and just got up and opened up that door, y'all think I'm playing. If I just got up and opened up that door, Merle is running. And if her mother's here, they running. What do you want? I mean, this is from day one, but this is ever since I've been to the Philippines since 2009. It's their culture. But I got to pay the bills. When the electric bill comes, I got to pay it. The water bill, I got to pay it. But I'm treated like a man because I hold that title over here. I'm doing everything that a man is supposed to do over here. Angelo says, hey, I know a 58-year-old was divorced twice. He's having a hard time meeting women. He met one a couple of weeks ago and it didn't go anywhere. I kept telling him to stop messing with Canadian women. That's just, what is that, American Light? That's all it is. Yeah, the no passport bros. That's what they are. And boy, they hate us. What's going on, Shieldman? Oh, Grid said, good morning from Cebu. I don't care what you think about the Philippines. If you've never been here before and you're just a run-of-the-mill guy like most of us are, work hard, take care of our families, raise our children, paid our dues over there, and then you come over here and you get the type of treatment that's waiting for you over here, you'll be like, bye, bitch. There's more fish in the sea. I'm not even going back to America. It's been so long. You know, when you're growing up, your mother say never, right? Guys over here are saying never. They never going back to their old life. It's that good over here. But you got people online right now, these old guys, you know, that can't really get over the hump over here like we can. And they're telling you how bad the Philippines is. They're saying that we're building it up. We're not, man. I'm not pulling anybody's strings, guys. I'm telling you for a fact. From the first day I came over here, the woman didn't know what I had. They treated me like I've never been treated. Hey, Don Ridgway, thank you, brother, for joining the channel. I'm going to upload a video today. We discovered an authentic Italian restaurant right around the corner. It's new. The guy, I was walking to the store and he came out. He's an Italian guy and I've talked to him. And I said, yeah, let me come back here. I'm gonna eat over here. I'm going to give you some business. I'm going to patronize you. Just let me do a short video on your place. And he was happy because nobody's coming over there. And I think we should support each other. Yeah, that's what I say to the United States. People are saying they never going back. I got a buddy, Cornelius, back now. He's 75. His girlfriend's 40, I think. He's happy as a lark. He said, Cal, I'm never going back. They can bury me over here. He said, I went back and I got locked out with COVID and like I lost my mind. And they look good together because he don't look 75. Now imagine what he's dealing with over there. A 75-year-old woman, which, you know, I'm not talking about anybody's grandmother, but that's a funny sight to see a 75-year-old woman giving a blowjob. I don't believe they're doing it. Maybe I'm wrong. But I know the 40-year-olds are. Hey, Michael Onstead, that's the insurance guy, guys. Listen, if you're over here, and I've met him before. He's the real deal. He's not just trying to sell you insurance, and I don't get paid for this. It's important, though, if you come over here, if you're going to stay here 6 months or longer, that you get some type of plan. I was approved for $1 million peso plan, 26,000 a year. I'm going to pay it in 2 installments, 13,000. I'm done. 26,000 for the whole year. That's about what, $45 a month for a real live health care plan. I'll take it. Vince Lawson, this is my buddy that dropped that gem. He said, men in the United States got everything but a woman. Then they come over here and lose everything because of a woman.
Bye, Dad.
Okay, bye, Boo. Take care. Say, Booby wants to say goodbye. She's going to the Christmas party. He said, when in traffic, I noticed there's women driving cars that have their own place and careers. I think if you have to pay for everything is a red flag. I got to disagree with you. Yeah, there's women over here. Obviously, there's a 1% over here, Vince. But the women we deal with, I'm sorry, it's not a red flag. But you're young, man. You don't see the things that we do. We've had that mindset. You know, you think women, you think that women are supposed to want you for your good looks and intelligence. Those days are over. I would gladly stay here and deal with what I have to deal with and have to deal with those attitudes over there and be treated like a little boy. You know, because, okay, here's Derek Casanara. He's got a gigantic Facebook group. It's called Brothers and Sisters in Thailand. Tell them, brother. Now, Richie Mack made it's a viral video. It's a great video. And I tip my hat to him. He's talking about black women following them to paradise. Black women coming to Thailand. I was talking about that last year. I noticed that in his group. And I asked a question on that Facebook group, man. It got so ugly, we had to take it down. I just asked the question. I said, why so many black women coming to Thailand? Am I missing something? Oh, and the big Shirley ate me up in there. What do you mean? What do you consider black? And just, you know, all the stupid stuff they do over there. But I was going to make a video, Big Shirley Goes to Thailand. 2022 I was. I just never got around to doing it. But it's a topic that needs to be talked about. Because the biggest advantage the Philippines has over Thailand, if y'all want to compare them, is that there's no Big Shirley. Big Shirley don't come to the Philippines. And that's all right with me. Big, pun intended. That's the biggest advantage that the Philippines has over Thailand. Big Shirley's not here, guys. Golden Gate says, Cal, do you think Osiris, James Earl Jones transitioning will ever make it back to St. Carlos? I don't know, but I know he's been back here to the Philippines a couple of times. I know that for a fact. Because he's got a good woman, man. She lives down in Lady. Because the women over here have everything that the women over there have except for money and an attitude. That's all. You know, so when Vince says, oh, paying for everything, well, who else is going to pay for it, Vince? Who else is going to pay for it? What other dynamic do you think is in play when a 23-year-old woman is dating a 62-year-old man? Okay? See, y'all trying to blame the circumstances on us. We're not responsible for the circumstances. The same thing happens over there, except they're celebrities, big dope dealers, sports athletes, those sort of things. It's okay for them to do it. If you got money over there, you can date whoever you want, but it's the same way over here. But yeah, I was talking about Big Shirley being in Thailand a long time ago because I'm like, wow, you know, but I get it. Passport X said, Cal, you're the only channel that tells the truth, explaining that one has the budget for two people. Well, man, I'm going to tell you, you got to do it, brother. There's no other way. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, there's no other way though. I mean, I'm gonna give you the nitty gritty. You don't. Okay, be honest. Is booty liners in your budget right now? Look at your budget that you got planned for the Philippines. Pads and all that other stuff that women use over here. The eyeliner, because a lot of Filipino women, they don't have a lot of hair on their face. They don't have a lot of body hair. They got long hair on their head, but eyelashes, they make their own eyebrows. You got to buy all of that. They don't have that. Yeah, he said they know you have more than what they have. Yeah, but I'm saying this is before I knew about the unspoken agreement, Q, that's over here. Where you don't have to say anything. It's already set up. The minute you get off the plane, everything's in place for you to win. But if you push back against it, like Vince is trying to push back against it, it's not going to work. Because he knows good and well, he's been over here several times. He knows good and well that the women we deal with don't have their own place and don't drive their own car. Are there women over here like that? Absolutely. More than likely, they're married already to a Filipino man. But you're talking about a population of 110 million. There's at least 25 million women over here who don't drive, who don't have their own place, who would love to have a man come over here and fill that role in their life. I'm just being honest. I didn't create the circumstance. A successful person has vision. He sees potential and he takes advantage of it. That's how most of us do. If you're smart, I'm not going to come over here and push back. Oh, where's your college degree? Where's your... A lot of women over here, the only reason they don't have a college degree is because of finances. It's not because they're not smart enough or intelligent enough. They have to make that decision. Do I go out here and work and put food on the table? Or, I try to do the impossible. Because if you don't have the money over here, going to college is impossible. Hey, Ray, he said, Calvin, what spot you recommend living? Not interested in chasing women. I just want a peace of mind and get my body right. Initially, I would say Angeles City, man. If you're new and you're coming from the West, I know you hear all the bad stuff about Angeles City, guys, but it's more than Walking Street. I'm just going by the complaints that I get all the time about the Philippines and about the things that they miss from home. Angeles City got everything you got at home. And then they got the women. So you like golf? There's golf in there. They got everything up there, man. You want the American food? They got Texas Roadhouse. They got Denny's. They got all of that. But they've got a knowledgeable expat community up there. I call it the hookup. They got the hookup up there. No matter what you need to know, somebody can point you in the right direction. Hey, Man of War, thanks for joining, man. I really appreciate it. You won't regret it. Yeah, don't fold your royal flush. But yeah, that's what I would say. And then you can't go wrong, okay, with any of the urban cities, really. Angeles City is just an easier transition, in my opinion. You fly in Clark. There's no busy airport. It's a brand new facility, man. Part of the infrastructure that's developing over here. And then when you get there, you got the welcoming committee waiting. Because people ask me all the time, where can I get an apartment? Where can I get a condominium? Where can I buy this? Where can I buy that? Those guys are there, man, and they can do that for you. You can't put a price on that. When I had that meet and greet there, man, I was impressed. I mean, those guys, man, these are long-term expats. One guy was there for 16 years, Derek. 16 years he's been there. I ain't talking about coming back and forth. He's been there. One guy, 12 years. Hey, Quintessential One, thanks for that super chat. He said, Cal, this is why I watch your channel. Thanks. You're welcome, man. I just share what my experience, man. And he said, taboos work well for him. But like I said, you can't go wrong, Ray. Thank you for that super chat. He said, thank you for answering my question. If you do any of the urban cities, Cebu, Manila, Metro Manila, anywhere in Metro Manila, Subic Bay, and Angeles City, Dumaguete, Davao, Cagayan de Oro, Iloilo, Bacolod, General Santos City, even Zamboanga City. These are big urban cities. Malcolm Magnificent says, I heard that Angeles was sketchy. It's not, man. They got sketchy areas, guys. That Walking Street will eat you alive if you let it. If you don't know what you're doing, but hell, if you coming from Chicago and going to Angeles City, it's nothing. It's people who are coming from Oklahoma City and then go to Angeles City that have the problems. But you coming from the west end of Louisville and you go to Angeles City, you could see it all playing out right in front of your face. You can stop it at any time. You don't have to worry about that type of stuff, guys. You have to use the common sense that's brought you so far in your life, in your country. You have to use it over here. But we leave it on the plane. These young women over here, they do something to us. And I know you tough guys over there. You say, hypothetically, I can deal with anything that they're going to throw at me over there. You can't, man. I promise you. You're 50 years old. You've been dealing with 45, 50, 55-year-old women over there and all the baggage they got over there. Then you come over here, the 22-year-old, perfect shape, perfect face, no stretch marks, nothing. She's standing there in front of you, okay, at your beck and call, literally willing to bend over backwards for you. Man, you can't resist that. You become the problem then, because now you can't do enough for her. She's not even expecting you to do it, but now in your mind, she's too good to ride in a jeepney. I got to buy her a motorcycle. You become the problem, and that's what happens. Hey, Tex, thanks for that super sticker. I don't know what he's talking about, Stinky Steve. We're not even going to go back. He says, Stephen and Ellie Adventures, it says, effing rich, you're wasting your time. 1 week, oh my. Yeah, but I'm going to tell you something, Steve. Now, Steve and him and his wife, they've been married. I think y'all just celebrated, what 7 years? But they bought a beautiful house over here, renovated it and everything. He's doing it the right way, but they go back and forth. But Angeles City's only sketchy because guys can't see through the cloud over there. I mean, it's a smoke, really. It's a smoke screen over there, guys. It's not that bad. Ruby, what's up? She said, good day, Cal. And she's from Angeles City. Yeah, that's where we get the Big Shirley reference from, Mr. Freeze. He said the actress that played Shirley when What's Happening was actually called Shirley. Guess where we get it from? Yeah, see, this is what I was asking, Steve. This was one of the questions I asked. He says, why does everyone blame American women? Don't you think you have contributed to their attitudes? Now you all will come here and taint the women here. But I said, what is the problem with the Western man? Is it really the woman? Or maybe it's us. But you're not going to taint the women here. This has been going on for hundreds of years. Okay? It's just not enough men come over here to taint them. we watch these videos, guys, and we think it's just foreigners falling over top of each other. This isn't Thailand. Thailand's got 49 million coming in there in a population of 69 million. Okay, those women over there are tainted. You got 8 million coming in here. I'm talking about at the peak of the tourist season in a population of 110 million. There's no tainting going on here, brother. It'll be years upon years upon years, centuries before anything's tainted here. See? But you're right about that. And like I said earlier, if I talk to a guy like you, Stinky Steve, who's happy over there, then I'm saying, well, why are you even on a Philippine live stream if life is so good over there? If the women aren't so bad? I don't have a problem with American women. It's just their attitude, number one, and my options. Man, personally, I'm 60. I don't want anything to do with a 60-year-old woman or a 50-year-old woman. They're much older than me. I've been knowing that a long time ago, before I had found out about the Philippines and other places. I'm like, man, I don't want these old women. I'm sorry. They can't handle me. They cannot keep up with me. Andy Omar, thanks for that super chat. So Calvin is spitting the truth. There's a lot of truth in one live stream. I'm very impressed. Which I don't know if you're on here to make a video about me tomorrow, which I don't care. But thank you, Andy. And honestly, if this is the real Andy Omar, he helped me when I had like maybe 500 subscribers. He did a video and he's like, here's three up and coming YouTubers. And he pointed people toward my channel. I never forgot that. Even though he's taken some swipes at me before, but early on, see, I don't forget stuff like that. Yeah, why did Stinky Steve end up in the Philippines? This is what I'm saying. Why? If he's on here, if everything's so good over there. But I don't have anything against women over there. It's just about the options I have. And that's what Bad Bitch, there's more fish in the sea is all about. Our options, guys. I don't want that over there. And I've got choices today. I'm sorry. I'm not buying diapers for anybody. I'm not even buying diapers for Booby anymore. Booby's out of diapers. Look like buying a diaper for a woman over there. Women mature and age a lot faster than we do. I didn't say it. Don't get mad at me. I didn't say it. It's facts. We've got something called testosterone that makes our skin tighter. It makes us look younger and more active longer than them. That estrogen they got in their damn body, it gives up long before the testosterone. Ain't no 60-year-old woman trying to give me sex 3 times a day. She's not trying to do it. She's not going to do it. I'm sorry. Certainly, you can't get blowjobs on demand. Anytime I want it, I can get it. I'm just telling you facts. And as 1,000 men in my position can tell you the same fact. But it's not all about sex. It's about respect, man. When I come on in here, I don't have to argue. There was times when I was married in America. I'd come home and my whole room would be destroyed because my wife then got mad at something. A lot of times it wasn't even me. But she done got mad and just the room is all destroyed. No dinner on the table. She's walking around with a long ass face. I don't have that here. And I like it. I love it, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I love it, as a matter of fact. So I'm sure it is good women over there. But they're not going to be attracted to me. There's only going to be women on the damn motherboard over there that's going to be attracted to Calvin today. I'm 60 years old. They're going to want me in church every Sunday or every Wednesday and Sunday. I've got to sign up for the deacon. be a deacon and, do all that, I'm a grandfather, man, but I'm a grandfather. I'm not ready for the rocking chair. I'm like that. What's that song? Remember that song, "Rock Me, Baby"? I'm gonna rock you away from here. I'm not ready for no rocking chair. A 60-year-old woman can handle me. Period. So if y'all want to argue about that, we can. Once a month, once a week, all that stuff, man. I'm gonna tell you, my testosterone is at an all-time high. And then I'm working out, I'm lifting weights, I'm doing all kind of stuff, man, over here to keep it up there. There's nowhere else on the planet that a 22-year-old woman's going to chase me but here. I had one chasing me. Imagine. That guy's just crazy. And then they're going to attack you for being a man. I'm a man. What I'm feeling is innate in me. I was born with it. And every man feels like that, really, unless his male faculties no longer work. A lot of what we're dealing with is what we see. Men deal with more what we see, women more what they hear. When I came over here in 2009, my equipment was not working. My wife could not get me excited anymore. And maybe I couldn't get her excited, but the minute I got off that plane and was with that 34, 26, 34, it's been working ever since. 12 cylinders, man, it's rolling over here. But I came over here and I thought, well, hell, I'm 45. It's that time, maybe it's that time when they said, it's going to stop working. I'm having ED issues. They got the natural Viagra over here, guys. I'm sorry. Hey, AC King says, Big Shirley was Shirley Hempfield from Asheville, North Carolina, a successful stand-up comic who helped Rosie O'Donnell get her first paying gig. Yeah. But it's her persona that they're talking about, the big, tough, and a lot of women are like that over there. Well, hell, there's been a big, he said there's a culture of disrespect. There's been there for a long time. But I just did the video the other day. I'm telling you why black men thrive. And my channel is all inclusive, but I'm a black man. So I'm going to tell you, I see black men over here and they look different. Something happens to us when we leave the matrix over there. And I tried to explain it the best I could. We're not the damn number one suspect over here. We're not victims of random violence like we are over there. People respect you over here, man. They give you the benefit of the doubt. You fly below the radar over here. It feels good, man, to be treated like everybody else. And then all of us, and all that old racist rhetoric, man, it's just heavy. I was 55 when I came over here, man. I was walking around like that. Damn shit done weighed me down. Man, I get off the plane over here, it's gone. That shit would stop some men over there in their tracks. It'll prevent you from even trying. You'll give up before you even try. You come over here, my motherfuckers is flying around here. I'm never going back, they saying. This is real talk, man. I'm telling you guys. Something happens to black men when they leave that matrix. I don't care where you go. And y'all know y'all can bear witness to what I'm saying. King Arthur, thanks for that super chat. He says, bad as my luck has been, if I went fishing, I would probably reel in a big Shirley. There's no doubt I would. Okay, and I've had my share of big Shirleys, man. And once I discovered that I had other options, and I said, well, let me weigh it up. Literally weighed it up. Do I want a 5'1", 110-pound woman that will do anything I say before I even say it? or do I want a 5'4", 180-pound woman with a 38-inch waist who wants to be my mama? Let's see which one I want. I think I'll take the 5'1", who's a man reader, by the way. I don't even have to say it. It's unspoken over here. She'll come in here with my lunch, breakfast, lunch, dinner. She'll go in there and take a shower, man. I'm telling you facts. And come in here and take off the towel. Boom. Guess why? Because I've given her a life she couldn't even dream about. Okay? I've given her a life that she could not even dream about. So it's nothing to her. Okay? It's their culture. Hey, TLM, thank you for that super chat. Said, bro, I love your content. I threw you the 100 on PayPal yesterday. Yeah, I got that. Thank you, man. I'm going to use that next week in our Christmas to remember. We're going to spin the wheel 10 times, and we're going to give 10 of our lucky Filipino subscribers $5,000 each. And y'all think, oh, it's nothing, Cal. It's not even $100. No, that's 5,000 pesos. That's a whole month's salary over here for most of my viewers, my Filipino viewers. You know how much? Now, Maryland has a college degree, a 4-year college degree. When I met Maryland, she's a bookkeeper now. One of these fancy, titles and jobs that a lot of you guys seem to like. But the money's not there. 7,000 pesos a month. And you do the math at 55.75 peso to the dollar. It's about $130 a month, okay? So we're getting ready to give away 5,000. They're happy, man. That's what I want to do. I can't live over here. I can't live my best life over here and people around me are struggling. It's dangerous in places like this. You have to give back, man. Y'all heard me say it. You don't have to go to the extent I do because I got to help like TLM. But, you got to help somebody over here. He says, I've been to the Philippines like 6 times. I did an interview with the Black Filipino last month. I love to see you two hook up. Passport OG terms. Thank you. Yeah, early on when I was, when my channel was growing, right? He reached out to me. But then all of a sudden, when he came to Cebu, I didn't hear anything of him. And, I used to follow him and everything. He's a good guy. He said, Cal, you're a born again diction. Yeah, well, they made that happen over here, man. I knew nothing about the Philippines when I got on that plane, April 2009, and came over. I knew very little. I was in the Navy with Filipinos. They always said, hey, Cal, come to the Philippines. And you hear all these stories. But it wasn't really until Anthony Bourdain that I decided to come to the Philippines. And man, was it eye-opening. I had no idea that, all this was over here. And that's what I said. I said, look, guys, don't be afraid. Go ahead and get your passport. Get out here. Because most of us, especially black men, we travel less than anybody else over in America by a long shot. We literally live our lives on a dime. That's why we're so frustrated. We exchanging girlfriends and wives and cars and jobs. What you're looking for more than likely is out here somewhere. The business opportunity, the relationship, whatever it is, spiritually, mentally, financially, it's probably out here somewhere. But you got to leave that little dot you've been living on, man. It's frustrating. And I got out here and, man, I seen the women over here and the way they treated me. I haven't been the same since, man. What's up, W Secrets to Success? Thanks for that super chat. Now, this is my buddy. He wears white gloves. I would have to say he's a millionaire because he lives in $1 million house over there outside of Dallas. He said, wow, 500 in the house. He said, what's going on? People want to hear the truth, man. They want a new life, man. They tired of that treatment over there. But that's my buddy. He's in Thailand right now. Timothy Grisham, Cal, you got me laughing my ass off. I love your content. Man, thank you, man. I'm just being real. This is just who I am, man. I'm not faking. There's nothing fake about me. He said it's natural for men to be attracted to beautiful women. I love the lifestyle. Plus, you help people out. Respect, brother. Yeah, see, but they'll try to make you feel guilty. Oh, you're a dirty old man. No, I'm not. Oh, you should be ashamed of yourself, fooling with them young women. Why? Why should I feel ashamed when what's going on with me, I was born with it? And let's just be honest, man, there's no beautiful women over there going to be attracted to me with the money that I earn. But when I come over here, now it's relevant. Now the money I earn, it makes me a big fish now. I'm a big catch over here. Like I said, you're going to weigh up your options. The beautiful women over there, they pass me by, man. They're not even looking at me. And I'm like, man, my equipment is still working, ladies. I'm intelligent. I've got a great career. It don't matter over there, man. It's my age they looking at and all the other stuff they're looking at over here. Over here, they're not looking at that. Are you a man? Can you take care of the business over here? Can you push my button? Because they don't have their buttons pushed over here. Can you push my button? Thank you, photo guy, for that super sticker. Because most of the women over here, and this was another shock to me when I got over here, they haven't had any orgasms, man. So we come over here, American men, when it comes to that, we're going to please our woman. And you push that button over here, man. Now you got a superwoman. You come over here first, you got a traditional woman. She's nice. You push that button over here. And she's literally, you've heard that I want a lady in the street and a freak in the sheets, right? That's what she turns into. Because when you see Filipinos out in public, when they're going to work, school, to the grocery, everything's in place. Their clothes are on, they neat and everything, real conservative. But once you push that button, she comes home, man. She's a freak, man. They're more sexually, they're just, I can't put it into words really what I want to say. But man, is it good? Nothing's off the table. See, they're willing to follow you over here as long as you're going somewhere. Hey, happy man, 6920, thanks for that super chat. He says, 540 watching, proud of you in Maryland. This is your channel, man. Without y'all, I would be nothing over here, man. Come on, y'all know that. And any vlog over here that tries to be a celebrity and all that, man, it's not true, guys. Y'all could turn me off at any time, or any of us off. That's why I remain humble. Michael Beach of Life wrote me, he said, Cal, that's why I really like you. I said, that's why I really admire you. He said, because I was around when nobody was watching. He said, and you haven't changed. You still the same guy. You humble. You still real. And why would I change? Thank you. What time is it, Travels, for the super chat? He said, you changing lives, Cal. You really changed, man. Man, I'm humbled by stuff like that. W Secrets of Success came over here and met me. That kind of stuff, man. I mean, lots of guys come from all over the world. They say, hey, man, let's hang out and go to dinner or something like that. When I started my channel, I never knew that was even possible. I never really even knew that we were struggling like we are. So many men are struggling. A photo guy says, hey, Cal, can you do me a solid? I need a couple of implants and would like to combine it with a trip there. Is dentistry good? It absolutely is. I had a friend here. His name is Levon, his first name. Well, actually, I had a couple of guys here who come here and got all their implants, and they're beautiful. They look, I mean, you can't tell. I mean, they really look good. I think he paid I want to say somewhere between 12,000 and 15,000 for his whole mouth. But yeah, they're good. I mean, genius is over here too, guys. And I try to explain that to y'all. Genius is all on the earth. It didn't skip the Philippines. There's genius over here too. 25% of the nurses in America are from the Philippines. I think, well, it might even be 50, and I think it's 25 around the world, or 25 in the Philippines, in America, and 50 around the world. It's a great number. So we're not living in the 1800s over here. Yeah, no wham bam, thank you, ma'am. But this is what they're getting because they're so concerned about his satisfaction than hers. And I didn't say it. They did a study at the University of Hawaii. They studied Filipino women and American servicemen. This was in the 50s. But not much has changed here. And, the women just wasn't having orgasms. They were more concerned with pleasing their partner than them. So when you come over here, okay, and you get with women who've never had an orgasm before, they don't know the extreme pleasure that's waiting for them. I mean, it's ecstasy, really. I gave a woman a spiritual experience over here, man, because they didn't even know it was possible. Because look it up if you think I'm playing, because I've already looked it up, so you can do it if you want to. But the clitoris on a woman has no other functional use other than to serve as the pleasure center of a woman. That's why it's there. But they go their whole lives and never use. It's never used. It's never touched. It's never played with. And then you do that, you literally will have a new woman the next morning. I'm telling you, man. Y'all think I'm joking on here. It's not, man. But it's more than just sex. W Secret to Success blocks. He said, so true, Cal's the same in person, which isn't true for most people. Yeah, man. I was raised like that, though. My mother, man, celebrities. Marvin Gaye, we used to call him our first cousin because his uncle, his father's brother, Thomas Gaye, was married to my mother's auntie, which would have been my great auntie Lena. So we wasn't blood, but my mother didn't look up to him. She enjoyed his music and stuff. She treated him like anybody else. Yardy, it says approximately 4 billion women exist globally, which in my view reduces the likelihood of finding the ideal match within your home country. Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about, Yardy. Whatever it is, though, your ideal job or business, it's probably out here somewhere. But we're so indoctrinated that we think that there's no life outside the United States. That if you can't make it here, you can't make it anywhere. If you can't make it in America, you can't make it anywhere. It's just not true, man. What you're looking for is probably out here. It was out here for me. They took my house over in America. I wasn't able to rebuild a house. Let me see. They foreclosed on my house. Well, it was after that old crazy, housing crisis. And then, my house was upside down anyway. But then I went through the divorce. And that's when I lost my house, man. But I made a promise to myself then that I don't know when, I don't know where, but I'm going to build me a house where they can never take it from me again. And it took me 10 years to do it. But I did it almost to the day. September 2011 was when that house was gone over there. October 2021 over here. It was finished. And I'm just telling you, I can't afford to pay for a house with cash over there. DJ Kane says, I've been in the Philippines over a year with my family here. I've been loving it. Thanks to Calvin, tips, and insight. I appreciate it, brother. And I appreciate you, man. All you got to do is bring your same common sense, man. We've been winning over there. Some of the people I meet over here are some of the most accomplished human beings I've ever met in my life. They come over here to the Philippines. I know they're winning in their home countries. All you have to do is just display that same intelligence and common sense here. But I'm trying to tell you, these young women over here, they do something to us. And we become our worst enemy. And I know guys sitting over there now, y'all simps, they use that word. It's overused. Okay, they overuse that simp word. Everybody's a simp. If you don't beat your woman and, control her, have your foot on her neck, then you're a simp. But it's a wonder you miserable over there and your woman won't do anything to please you. If you're going to treat her like that. I mean, my father taught me a long time ago, use some finesse, man, on your woman and see how far that goes. That's going to go a lot further than your fist. The finesse or the fist? Which one? And see the results. The finesse, dude. It's okay. No, that's dollars, of course. You're not going to get. It's about 12,000 US dollars. I'm sorry. 12 to 15,000, whatever it was. He says they are clever in being deceptive. They are very clever in being deceptive. Y'all to see from what I heard about the DR. It's a real mess over there since all the descendants of Europe entered. Yeah, but you're talking about a very small, minute figure, man. If you come over here, this is what my mother told me, and it's true. It's been true my whole life. Wherever you go, whatever you're looking for, that's what you're going to find. So if you come over here looking for scammers and women being deceptive and all of that, that's what you're going to find. I'm sorry. But my experience has been totally different from that. But you got to realize I'm a black man. Y'all know they got their foot on our necks over there. It doesn't matter. People, a lot of my white friends, they get uncomfortable when I talk like this. I'm sorry. I'm telling you facts, man. 60 years old. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. When you come from a place where they got their foot on your damn neck, and you come from a place where you got true freedom, that's the new black power, man. I'm sorry. I got power over here that I could never have over there. But I pay taxes, I vote, I do all of that. But they get uncomfortable when I talk like that. Like, man, walk a mile in my shoes. You see why people are flying out of that damn matrix. Yeah. That's why I flew out of there. Getting passed over for jobs and promotions where you're the most qualified, and you get that same old excuse all the time. And women clutching their purse and crossing the street. Lady, I make 3 times, 10 times more money than you do. I earn. I don't even have a police record. Okay? And you get tired of that stuff. And you walk past and you hear the doors lock and all of that stupid stuff. And, then you come to a place where you got some true freedom. Nobody bothers you. You're treated like everybody else. It don't take you long. I learned it in the service. I just had forgotten about it. Through all that haze of crack and alcohol and weed, I forgot. But I'd already been introduced to it when I was in the Navy. Going to places, man, it's like you can immediately see the treatment. And you'd be like, I see why guys didn't, went, what they call it when you missing ships movement. Hey, Ronald, shift lady said, I hope to hang out with you a bit when I come over. I admire open and honest self-aware people. Thank you, man. My channel is all inclusive, as is my guest house. There's people there from Nigeria all the way to London, to Australia. It's very few countries that I haven't met over here. Even France, when we were in Sikihor Island, guy from France says he follows my channel. I actually do pay property tax. It was 1,700 the first year, 1,700 pesos. Okay. This year it was 2,100 pesos. I don't know how they figure that. Because I honestly don't think, even though I paid 1,000,000 pesos for the house, I don't know if that's what's on the paperwork there. I'm not sure. But I do know that it's not 1,000,000, I don't think. Because that's a low amount to pay every year. Yeah, he said makes sense with Marvin Gaye Sr. being from Jessamine County, Kentucky. Yeah, my great auntie, Lena, she was Lena Gentry. She was married to him. She became Lena Gay. And when I was little, I guess I was about 8 years old or something, I saw Marvin Gaye in Lexington, Kentucky. But, you know, I didn't know the significance of it. I was too young. But I'm just saying, there's been all kinds of people who've been to my house before, our house before. I remember one time, Mr. Basketball at that time, his name was Manuel Forrest. I grew up with him. You know, I'm talking about, you know, basketball is real big in Kentucky. So if you're Mr. Basketball, at that time, he was a Super 5 in all the nation over Jordan, because I'm the same class as Jordan. He was rated higher than Jordan. So he came over my house, and somebody recognized him as he's coming through the door. Well, he's sitting there with the screen door open talking to the people. My mother said, "Shut my damn screen door. You letting flies in." She didn't give a damn who he was. Didn't care. And that's just it takes a lot to impress me, man. I just don't see it. I'm not starstruck like a lot of people are. I met Muhammad Ali. I went to school with John Y. Brown III. We were the best of friends. He bought me weed when they go on trips. Now, you know, he comes from a billionaire family. They're the ones who took Kentucky Fried Chicken and turned it into KFC and turned it into an international brand. They used to own the Kentucky Colonels, ABA team. We had English class together. He was just a regular guy to me. I mean, you know, when he sits down, he's got to use the toilet the same way I do. He said, facts, they act like the race don't matter. They would never understand that a black man experience is unique. It is, and I don't understand why people get upset about that. I'm not talking about them. I'm just talking about history, man. History matters. But in America, it doesn't seem like it matters. It doesn't seem like history matters. And you can be in denial or you won't. Yeah, AWOL, but when it was coming to the Navy, it was missing ships movement. They would stay behind in Brazil and places like that. Yeah, I said, looking forward to meeting you when I get to the Philippines. You know, I don't overhype the Philippines because the Philippines don't need me to hype it up. It stands on its own. It's been here long before I was born. The thing is, this pandemic has had an effect on travel worldwide. Now, Thailand, believe it or not, Malaysia, right at this point, right now in time, 2 years since the pandemic was over, almost 2 years. Malaysia has more tourists than anybody over here in Southeast Asia, more than Thailand. That's crazy because 2019, Thailand had twice the number of visitors than Malaysia. And more people are coming to the Philippines. More people who never even thought about the Philippines, all of a sudden coming over here. Because the Philippines is like 4.6 million. It's about half, a little bit over half of what it was pre-pandemic. I give it about another 2 years because it was going up like this. It's too far away, really. But because seems like to me, when people go to Thailand, they've got tunnel vision because you're already over here by the Philippines. Same thing. If you're in the Philippines, you're so close to Thailand, Vietnam, and all those places. You'd be cheating yourself not to see those places. If I'm here for 2 weeks, I come to the Philippines for 2 weeks. 1 week's going to be in Thailand. Floyd said, make sure not to give too much information on here. Sharing can be a critical error online. Like what? What do you mean? Me in Space says, I left Belgium for the Philippines back in 2013 for the first time and knew instantly that I would move here just for the freedom of it, not being bothered and harassed all the time over petty stuff. See, this is how I feel. This is exactly how I feel right here. And I've never met him before. This is how I feel. He's Belgian. And I'm a black man from America. And I feel the same damn way. This is the same attraction I have to the Philippines as he does. The freedom of it over here. Y'all think I'll be playing, man. You free over here. People do not bother you. There's no Karens over here. He said 1 million pesos is great. It is. And, you know, I use the Filipino mortgage, and that's something I created. That's a word I created. Because most Filipinos, that's how they build their houses over time. They don't go to the bank and get a loan. They'll have a certain amount of money saved. They'll give that to the builder. He'll build until that's gone. Then if they got some more, they'll give it to him. If not, they'll wait 3 or 4 months to get some more and they give it to him. And that's how I built my house over 3 months. I gave him $6,000, $6,000, $4,000, and then $4,000. And then it was paid for. Abel's Journey said, greetings to all. A quick word of advice to the white people here. Just stand down when Calvin speaks on his plight. He's a black-skinned man. Don't comment. I know it's hard for you to not impose. No, it's not that. I just don't want people to feel uncomfortable when you talk about stuff like that because it's real. I mean, it's not something. I'm not a victim because I got out of the way. I'm not being a victim. I'm just telling you how I feel and the reasons why I was looking at my options. Like, I want to get somewhere to get this damn boot off my damn neck. Hey, Chuck Holmes, he said, great video, brother. Chuck from Thailand, retired here for 25 years with my Thai wife and son. Oh, man. Welcome, brother. He says he got dual citizenship. Do you think it's worth retiring in the Philippines and buying a home, even with the medical situation? What medical situation? You have a medical situation? What do you mean by that? Because, believe it or not, man, the Philippines has good health care depending on where you live. If that's something you're worried about, I would stay up there by Metro Manila. Angeles City has a pretty good one, up that way. And, you got to have good health insurance that is accepted over here. But the number one thing is self-care. And we don't seem to get that. That seems to go over our head. If you are worried about the hospitals and stuff like that, then eat better, exercise, take better care of yourself. Put them damn cool menthol 100s down. Newports, and quit drinking that old cheap bumpy face and all that old stuff you're doing. If you really worried about your health, my buddy John, he literally smoked and drank himself to death over here. There's not a day goes by I don't think of John, but hell, he did it to himself. By the time he got to the hospital, he needed a miracle. Well, they don't have miracles at those hospitals. And that's what we're looking for. We're not looking for a good healthcare policy. Most of you guys are expecting a miracle. You clog your damn arteries up with everything. They 99% clogged. You show up in the emergency room, cardiac arrest, and you want them to save you. Quit eating them damn pig feet sandwiches. That'll help. He says, Arsenio E depends on which part of the Philippines you want to settle. If you have medical concerns, make sure you choose a place where all the modern medical facilities are available 24/7. Exactly right. And if you're in Cebu, they got Changhua Hospital. But remember, guys, if you're in a real medical situation, I don't know. I checked with my doctor. Should I even be traveling? And if I do, what should I do? I mean, I would say that. I would say that. Check with them. If I've got stage 3 or stage 4 cancer, well, if I got stage 4 cancer, then I'm probably coming over here because no matter where you are, you're going to die. And then you might as well die happy, because you got stage 4, it's a death sentence, really. I don't care where you are. There is no stage 5 cancer, guys. And some guy, one friend of mine on Facebook said, yeah, when he was struggling with stage 4 cancer back in 2010. Well, he wasn't struggling with no stage 4 cancer. Yeah, it's almost like coming back from the dead. Hey, Matt He, J. Anthony Johnson, spit the facts, Cal. I totally 100,000% agree with you. I seen a video saying the same thing on IG. A European lady asked the audience who wanted to stand in the shoes of a black person. I mean, it's just a fact, man. I mean, I don't understand why people get, no, I pay taxes, dude. What are you talking about? He said haters will start reporting you for not paying taxes. I know you have. It's just a headache and haters like that. Yeah, they tried everything they can try on me. The next thing I guess would be to assassinate me because, Floyd, they tried it all. Okay? They tried the BIR, they tried the immigration, they tried the NBI, and it all fell on deaf ears. But remember, I don't give a damn anymore. I don't work in the Philippines. I work from the Philippines. None of my money is earned in the Philippines. If it was, I wouldn't have a problem paying taxes. But not one peso a man is earned here in this country. I'm not taking from this country. I'm giving. See, the haters, here's what the haters fail to do. To acknowledge that I have a Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page. That's where all the transparency is right there. We've given away, I stopped counting at 2 million pesos. You get the biggest channels over here in the Philippines, Southeast Asia. They don't come anywhere near that. And I'm proud of the community that I've raised up over here, but not one peso of it comes from the Philippines. They've tried that, though. Yeah, they've tried it. Almost retired, he says, I played Little League basketball. My team was named the Kentucky Colonels, ABA. I played at halftime for the fans at the Norfolk Scope, home of the Virginia Squad, Dr. J's house. Good time. I met Dr. J. The only Kentucky Colonel's game that I went to. They played the New Jersey Nets. And we saw him. He hadn't been renting. Remember those Thunderbird cars? He had a new Thunderbird. And he signed our autograph. It was the only game I ever went to. Louis Dampier, all those guys were there. Artist Gilmore. Hal Funkbase said, Cal feels so humble when I'm in the Philippines. I just don't get to feel like this in the United States. I know it's just it's annoying, really. But you're right. John Gomez said 20,000 equals 1 million pesos. Well, it's less than that now. I'll do some quick math for you. It's about 17,000 something now. I mean, it's really low because the dollar's so strong over here now. Let me do this real quick. Okay, 1 million divided by 55.75. It's $17,937. But my house, our house rather, it's worth more than that now. The real estate goes up here, it never goes down. Remember there's two, one brand new house is there's two brand new houses. One's already built, one's about 3/4 built. Right from here, maybe 50 yards from me. Well, see, the thing about, he's talking about he hopes that the Europeans don't come over here and gentrify the Philippines and all of that. They tried that, man. It didn't work. That's why, when people say, well, why doesn't the Philippines allow foreigners to own land? Well, you got to know a little bit about their history. Remember, history matters. There's a reason why they don't want you coming over here. Imagine being slaves, literally slaves, in your own country under the Spanish. Certainly third-class citizens, not even first class, when you look at the history and the treatment. Okay, now that you see, this is why I give the Filipinos so much credit, guys, because this type of stuff means something to me. It's impressive. They outlasted the Spaniards and the Americans. Okay, they came out of it with their culture intact, their language intact, and their land. That's impressive to me, because people always talk about it. I'll tell you what, okay. Let's say if you've heard some of the stuff about with black people over there, give us 13 states, right? And this and that, right? I will guarantee you that if they gave black people, they say, okay, we're going to give you 13 states, but here's the thing. We're going to give you your own country. But the only thing that you can take from the United States with you is your money that you got in the bank. Because you got to start all the way over. Let's see what the country would look like. The same things that's going on over here in any other developing country would go on in that country. See, we talk about all the buying power that black people have in America, but it's under the guise of the United States for real. If you took all of that, you can't take your house with you. You can take your car, because you got to get there, and the money you got in the bank, but everything else, you're starting from scratch. You got to come up with your military, your foreign policy, your economic plan, everything. And then y'all come and see me. And then you'll see why, people come over and talk about the Philippines. Ruby says your house was 1 million pesos at 25,000 per square meter for standard finish. Is your house approximately 40 square meters? No, it's not. It's actually 58 square meters is my house. And then the guest house is 15 square meters. No. Because you got to realize our house was a little bit cheaper than that. I'm almost sure it was 19, ma'am. I'm almost sure it was 19 or 20 that the engineer gave us. We hired an engineer, and he finished it on time and on budget. But it's about 58 square meters. And I know people in America that think, oh, that's small. It's really not, guys. It's really not. Anybody's been to my house will tell you, it's big enough, man. And I built a guest house. Most time people aren't over there, so that acts as my third bedroom and my second bath. And then we've got a 230 square meter lot in a prime area. I'll take that. Yeah, Roger, we are the same. But we're just not treated the same. We are the same. That's a fact, man. And when more people start seeing it like that, the world's going to be a better place. But we're not treated the same. Like I said, the medical I heard is bad there. It's not. Now, once you get outside the urban cities, of course, it is. They're going to be understaffed and all of that. But anybody that's worried about healthcare and the quality of healthcare, just look in your own country first and find out how many people are dying there every year from medical negligence, and how many people are dying, from heart attacks and strokes that are very preventable, diabetes. How many people are dying? Hey, Lamont X for now. Thanks for the X for now. Lamont X for now. Okay, thank you for the super sticker. He said, Ruby, that's understandable because the Chinese would take everything over there if it weren't for that law. Well, the Chinese and the Philippines, the Chinese and the Filipinos they have a long history, guys. I'm talking about thousands of years. They probably have different benefits and advantages over here that we don't, certainly. And one of the richest Filipinos before he died, the guy over the SM Empire, he was half Chinese, half Filipino. That's right, to protect their interests. Otherwise, all foreign investors would own most of the lands in the Philippines like they did during the Spanish time. I'm pretty sure there were some Filipinos who were thriving during those Spanish days. But not many. America's the only one. What do you think capitalism? Look up the definition of capitalism. It just means everything's for sale. That's all it means. That's why we'll sell the land. We don't mind foreign ownership coming in and buying up everything. Everything's for sale. That's all it means. Don't let that capitalism fool you. That's all it means. Everything's for sale. Your ass is for sale. Honestly. And see, this is another thing. See, the Koreans, they may have the different laws and everything in place for them because they're right over here. But I think it's still that 60-40 where you have to have that silent Filipino partner over here. But yeah, he said America's been bought and sold. That's all it was. But see, you got to realize Duterte has Chinese blood. If you listen to him. And that's why, people are like, aren't you worried about them invading the Philippines? No, it would affect me even if they invaded Taiwan, which is supposed to be a province or something of China, right? Because then, if they did, then I'm pretty sure all the flights in and out of the Philippines would be canceled if China invaded Taiwan, which I don't see them doing it. History matters, guys. If you look in the history of China, you see that they haven't went to war with their neighbors since the 70s. It was Vietnam. We're the warmongers. We're the ones always somewhere stirring stuff up. They say, are you worried about the United States opening bases in the Philippines? They're asking me that question because they're saying all them young servicemen over there are going to take up all the women. No, you know where I'm worried, because the United States is all they're going to do is stir up war when everywhere they go. That's why I'm worried. When they start, restocking these bases over here, I'm not studying these young guys over here. They're not going to go anywhere past the damn base anyway, like we didn't, rather. But somebody was out here, man, don't you worry about the 18 to 38 with a pinch. I mean, every 2 weeks is more than a pension. Yeah, but I don't worry about them because they're not coming to San Carlos City. They're not coming to Iloilo and all those places. They're staying right around wherever their base is. That's where they're going to stay. That's all. I'm worried about the United States. And they always, being over in the Philippines, because that means, they're going to start some trouble, man. They're going to start some trouble. What is this? Is this something I missed, Rodney? Where he's saying, you was right. I went back to look at the video with 6.5 thousand views. Is that what he said? I had to go off the Girl Scouts in the comments. It's guys man thinking, and they said he blocked me because I don't agree. What are you talking about? Yeah, he said many Filipinos on U.S. land, but it's not their fault. Don't hold it against them. That's American law. Everything's for sale. Well, they do in a lot of ways, but not when it comes to land. We're over here now because of a reciprocity agreement. That's why we're able to come over here and enjoy the life that we're living over here. Commit a crime in America and then try to come to the Philippines and hide. And you'll see that reciprocity agreement in full force. They snatching up Americans every day over here who are wanted over there in America, because we have a reciprocity agreement intact over here. But it has nothing to do with land. Yeah, they're always, servicemen, and they're going to be in and out anyway, and it's going to be a rotation, and Filipinos don't like that. They want a commitment. They want somebody that can stay with them and is going to take care of them. So, yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to say, oh, okay, the meet and greet. Yeah, it was nothing. It was nothing, guys. It's nothing to be worried about. I was there. Trust me. He came there to make a video, but let's say he didn't. Let's say he's a tough guy over here. Okay, what good does it? I mean, what kind of credibility do you have being a tough guy in the Philippines? Somebody is going to kill you over here. That's what's going to happen. Filipinos aren't going to put up with that from anybody. This is their country, man. I promise you. They're going to roll out the brightest red carpet, but you come over here with that riffraff, and you're going to be gone. You're going to disappear. That goes for anybody. So if you want to be a tough guy over here, guess what? Your time is going to be limited over here. Very, very limited, man. They do not play with you over here. I promise you that. And that's just something I like to tell my viewers and subscribers. Come over here, respect the people, respect the culture, man, and you're going to have the time of your life. Come over and try to be a bully. Come over here and look down on people and talk bad to them. It's so many, man. History matters. The news is full of foreigners over who here have been taken out, and they never found out who did it. There was a guy up in Luzon. He's arguing with his neighbors over a little petty piece of land. Okay, they saying that the neighbors came 6 inches on his land, right? So he's giving them problems. He goes in town. He gives everybody, I'm not getting the customer service I'm supposed to get. He's become a nemesis, right? Did I use the right word? Well, guess what? He was going shopping, and 2 people came down on a motorcycle and killed him in broad daylight in front of everybody. And nobody's ever been charged with that murder. But it happens all the time. So, if you want to be a tough guy, come on. They got something for you over here, man. I promise you. Yeah, they just want views off of me. That's all. I never felt threatened. If I ever feel threatened over here, trust me, and my life is in jeopardy, I know what to do. But I don't feel threatened over here. It wouldn't be hard to do. Trust me. Don't come over here with that attitude, guys, because you're not going to last long. They will take you out over here and will not think twice about it. You're a guest over here at all times. As long as you remember that, you're going to be fine. But the minute you think you're a tough guy, it's over for you. Look at the American, and a lot of these are Americans. Look at the American down in Bohol. He's a tough guy, right? But they know his routine. He runs there, he jogs every morning, right? 5:30. They waiting for him. Guess what the neighbor said? Yeah, we heard some motorcycles around that time, around 5:30, but we didn't see anything. He runs like he normally does. They blast him. But he's a tough guy. You can't come over here because you don't know the bad guys from the good guys. You could be living next door to the bad guy. You don't know. Yeah, they don't play over here, man. But I come over here for a good time. I'm in the 4th quarter of my life. I'm not going to fight anybody at 60. There's no reason for me to fight anybody at 60 years old. If I want to fight, I go back to America. Hey, I've been fighting for 55 years. I came over here to relax, have a good time. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to let anybody get in my way. Ruby says, wherever you are in the world, one thing you should do is respect the local laws and keep a low profile, not make yourself a target. And this is exactly right. See, you don't understand. He wasn't disrespecting me. He was disrespecting the owner of that establishment, whether he knew it or not. Do you think they're going to tolerate that? Him coming in there, running business off and stuff? Use your brain, guys. I don't own that place. We were just having a meet and greet in there. He put his own life in jeopardy by doing that. Not mine. He disrespected their business. Not mine. I don't own that place. This is when I'm saying you can get in trouble. There was a vlogger the other day making a vlog. He's standing right outside the business, talking about the business, telling people don't go in there and how bad the service is. I'm like, man, you guys don't listen, because it wasn't long ago. There was a Filipino, he was a lawyer down in Cebu. He had a problem with paying the condominium fees. So he puts a tent up in front of the condominium, and he's, like boycotting the place. And I guess they got tired of it. Somebody got tired of it. Because one day he's coming back in his car with his driver, and they gun him down. They kill him. They don't kill nobody else. There was a woman in the back seat, his driver and him. They came up on him and shot him 6 or 7 times. See? But yeah, guys, I want to thank y'all so much. I got to get off here. For all your super chats, super stickers, all your thumbs up, all your support, man, for Sunshine Shoulders, man. I would never take it for granted. We're going to spin the wheel, like I said, next week. And then the meet and greet's going to be here in January. I'll keep y'all posted on that. It's going to be back at that resort. Yeah, simple life, guys. That's all you have to do is come over, and they'll allow you to. The Filipinos will allow you to come over here and live a simple life. I mean, just the best life you could ever imagine, but you're going to have to respect them, because if you don't, they got a very short chain, man. And once you yank that thing, you're done. Yeah, he said so many mega haters from the U.S. and pedophiles flock to the Philippines. Yeah, I don't know. I don't do any background checks on people. Oh, you're welcome, man. Thank you, King Arthur. Let me play my theme song before I get off here, because I got to go to Booby's Christmas party today. Christmas is big over here, man. Let's see what we got here. There's my buddy John. He's been back.
The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground.
Yeah, thank y'all so much, man. When you come to the Philippines, come over here to have a good time, man. Relax and get away from the madness over there. Don't come over here fighting, man, and all that, because it's over if you want it. But you won't last long over here, guys. This is a vacation spot. This is a retirement getaway, man. This isn't the WWE and all of that. Take care.